Hey guys, Daniel Trades here. Let's look at the Nasdaq market structure for the week, but we're going to look at this from only the higher time frame perspective. Let's start with our static structure, which is the highs and the lows. You're looking at the first high that was created here. Now we've got another lower high and another high. Easy to spot that this high was a retest of the previously broken structure, which was this low. So now it's a clear trend. But we are moving lower. So now we move down to 4 hours. Let's see what we have on our 4 hours. So now we can see that there's a clear trend. There's a clear trend here. It's a clear trend. So now we've got our static structure. Let's focus on our what I would call our dynamic structure. The trend lines that give us our patterns. We've got this high, connect to this high, and we break through that piece of price action there. And now, for us to be clear on what we are doing, let's bring it that side. Then now we've got an impulse. So if this is impulsive, we know that the next to follow is a corrective pattern, because now we are at this low which was broken here. You can see on the 4 hours we recently broke this low. So now we've got this high, and now what looks like a rejection of some sort. That means we can connect this high to this high. But if you can look close, if you can just zoom in here, if you can look close, you can see that this trend line would make sense, because we would connect it to the top of this candlestick. Remember, we're on a higher time frame, we're on our 4 hours, so this is a lot of information for us to miss. So now this high connected to the lower high, connected to another lower high that we are getting now, looks like we are forming a corrective pattern that could expand, because we've got an impulse. Now we're breaking the previous low. So now it would look like price would go down to form a lower low because of where we're coming from. So now this is how the Nasdaq is looking now. It's easy to spot that we are in something that looks like a channel. Connect that there, connect this here. So this is what the structure is looking like. It's looking very bearish, guys. It's looking very bearish, especially if we do not break above the previous low here. If we do not break above this previous low here, this is the most important level for us to be looking at. If you want to be trading this now, you have to be looking at, are we staying above this level, or are we staying below this level? So now also to check for your targets, you would have to go down to move up to a higher time frame again, and you would have to mark again your static structure, that which one was the previous low. This one was, and then we have this one. Let's put it up there. So now we can see that what our targets would be if we were to sell or to buy. So even if you're looking at price in this fashion, to say, okay, now we're in this pattern now, you would know where your targets would be. That's why it's important to look at the higher time frame structure, so that you know if you're buying or selling, where are your targets, because your higher time frame structure, your trend lines, your support, your resistance, is more of a guide and gives you more of the understanding of what is actually happening with the nature of the market. So this is how the weekly the bigger time frame is showing. This is what the bigger time frame is showing us when it comes to how Nasdaq is looking now. It's looking quite bearish unless something was to happen, because you can see now even on daily the candlestick formations, you can see we had an impulse, we had a correction here, and we have an impulse, then we are in something that looks like a correction. So now another thing that's important is to see how this daily closes, so that you can have a long-term bias. So yeah, let's see how it plays out, and it will be easier to look at it from changing from higher time frame to smaller time frame. But this video is more about how the structure is looking now, the boundaries, where are we within our price action. So until the next video, peace.